Get down. Get down. Go up. Get down. Go up. Get down. Get down. Am I dumb? Hello, everyone. It is me, Benny B, back with another game review. It's been about a month. I've really started slacking on these, but oh well. Today we're going to talk about Aerial Knights Never Yield. This came out yesterday. I was really excited for it when I saw it on the Nintendo Direct. So I'm going to be reviewing the Nintendo Switch version, as I often do with these games. And let's just jump right in. To the good, the first thing you're gonna notice is that this soundtrack is top tier. This is one of the best soundtracks I've heard in a long time. I mean, it's all like hip-hop oriented, so if you're not into that, well, shame on you. It's really cool. It's really good, and it's the highlight of the game for certain. The game itself is pretty easy to play. I mean, all you really do is go press like up, left, down, or right, and you can use either the joystick to do this or the D-pad, or you can even use the face buttons to just hit like X, Y, B, and A. And I found that actually more useful because I was using a Pro controller, and I don't think this is uncommon knowledge, but Nintendo's controllers suck ass. They've really gone to shit over the years, and the D-pad wasn't being responsive, and I don't blame that on the game. I blame that on Nintendo and its garbage controllers that cost. Anyway, different story. But you can play this with like 3 different ways, all very simple, and I think that's easy to just pick up and play. I think this is a great game for pick up and play. There's solid ramp up in the difficulty, so as the game progresses, as you beat the first level, move on to the second and the third, it never really feels unfair. It feels like you've already practiced and trained in a lot of this stuff. You should have a pretty good idea of what to do. When you overcome those hard sections, it always feels quite satisfying. Always feels good. If you mess up, you get cut on a buzzsaw, crash through a window, jump into a mine, whatever you do. The reattempt framework is really, it's easy. You know what I mean? It doesn't put you at the beginning of the level. There are checkpoints, and it all works smoothly. And the game has bonus levels, which is really cool, which puts you in like a retro area. I only got one of these because you need to collect a specific token to do it, and I'm trash at everything. But yeah, they're pretty cool. So let's talk about a few of the negatives. While it's great that the game is so simple and easy to pick up and play, it's also kind of a detriment. I mean, there's no defense, you know what I mean? The defense are the obstacles. All you're doing is running, or jumping, or sliding, or running through doors, but it all requires 4 inputs, so it's a very simple game. Once in a while, it was laggy. I don't know if that's the fault of it being on the Switch. Maybe the other versions on the other platforms aren't as laggy. It didn't happen all the time, so it wasn't a huge detriment. Different areas and backgrounds would be cool if it was a little bit more varied in its environments. I think it would be a more interesting play, because you're often just like in the same city setting over and over and over with the same obstacles over and over and over. If the music wasn't so good, it would probably be pretty bland pretty quick, but there are a few levels that introduce new and interesting twists that keep you hooked. I have no idea what the story is about in this game. I don't know if that's a big deal or not, but take it for what it is. And probably the most important bad, since the soundtrack is so fucking good on this game, there's no music player in it, and that sucks. I mean, the game has like different outfits and like an outfit chooser, and that's cool, I guess, but I would really hoping for a music player to be on like the main menu or something, and you can't even go into a stage and pause it to listen to the music because the pause menu has its own music. So that is actually probably the biggest detriment, which I think says a lot. Like, not having a music player is your biggest negative. I think that speaks to how solid and polished the rest of the game is. I will say the game became more fun on hard mode. I thought normal mode was too easy. It gives you like too much time that you almost start to second guess yourself. It was important for learning everything and learning the mechanics, the limited mechanics as there were. But once you kind of have the hang of things, going on hard mode was more satisfying and fun. I don't know if a colorblind person would have trouble with this game, because a lot of it is color oriented, and maybe the colors were chosen in such a way that this won't be an issue. I don't know. I can't speak to that. But it is almost like a souped up version of Simon Says. So take that as you will. So my rating for this game, I'm gonna give it a solid 8 out of 10. I think it's very deserving of the 8 tier, which I would probably put at like a B, B plus, probably more like a B. I don't really like these sort of free running games typically, like Celeste as one that I know that people really like, and I just have no interest in it whatsoever. But this game, it's simple enough and polished enough, and it's got such a different vibe that it can still appeal to me, and I think it'll still appeal to you, and I think you'd have a great time with it. It's on sale right now. I think it's like $11, $10, $11. That's a pretty good price point for it. It has strong replay value. This is a game I do want to play again. Even I beat it. It's really quick. I probably beat it within an hour to like half hour to an hour, but you'll want to play it again. This is the kind of game you might want to consider speed running or something. But that's all I got. Until next time, friends.